Did you know each stair step can load your knees with 2 to 3 times your body weight? So how can just 5 moves, 3 minutes a day, help many people climb 2 flights after 8 weeks without using the handrail? It sounds a bit like a magic trick, but the secret is retraining movement patterns your body has quietly forgotten over time. Imagine reaching the top landing with steady breath and quiet knees. Curious yet? Here's the twist. About 40% of uphill stair power comes from your calves, yet most of us almost never train them properly. Today's story is a journey to reprogram your body with short, simple drills that target the true weak links. Because the unique edge here is knowing exactly where to train, stairs stop being something to dread. Now, let's dive into the first reason: shaky knees or shortness of breath on the stairs. With just 5 moves and 3 minutes a day, after 8 weeks you can step more lightly without needing a gym. Stand by a wall and I'll guide you through the very first move right now. If this plan helps you climb stairs more easily, please hit like to support the video and subscribe with the bell so you won't miss upcoming sessions. Remember to save the video to follow the schedule. Before we start, stick to the slow and steady principle. Every lowering phase lasts 3 seconds. Count clearly: 1, 2, 3. So your brain and muscles memorize the rhythm. Knees always follow the direction of your toes and don't cave inward. Drive through your heels to protect your knees and activate glutes and thighs. A warm muscular burn is normal. Sharp pain means stop. Breathe evenly, don't hold your breath. Inhale for 3 to 4 counts and exhale for 4 to 5 counts, emphasizing the exhale when you push or stand up. You can post a small note that says, "Lower 3s, breathe evenly. Heels take load," somewhere visible to remind yourself. And set a daily phone reminder. Just 3 consistent minutes makes a big difference. Start with the wall sit. Stand with your back against a wall. Step your feet forward 1 to 2 foot lengths. Slide down until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Knees about 90 degrees directly over the ankles. Gently press your lower back into the wall, eyes forward. Begin with 20 seconds x 2 sets. Increase 5 to 10 seconds each week towards 60-90 seconds. Breathe smoothly, log your first benchmark, 20-30 seconds or more. Once comfortable, add alternating heel lifts for 3 to 5 seconds per side, and train every other day, 3 to 4 sessions per week. If your knees drift past your toes, shift load to the heels and bring your hips closer to the wall. If your low back arches, gently draw the lower ribs toward the wall. If your thighs fatigue, rest 20 to 30 seconds, gently shake the ankles, then resume. Make sure the wall is flat and your shoes have good traction for maximum safety. Next is step downs, the key drill for getting rid of fear when going downstairs. Prepare a low step. Stand near the edge. Shift weight to your stance leg. Open your chest, eyes forward. Lower the free foot slowly over 3 seconds until the toes lightly touch the floor. Then press through the stance heel to stand tall again. In week 1, do 2 sets of 8 per side, then increase to 10 to 12. Self-check whether you're staring at your feet and losing balance, and notice how much harder the descent feels than the ascent. If the knee collapses inward, reduce range and imagine aiming the knee toward toes 2-3. From weeks 3 to 4, when form is solid, you can hug a 1 to 3 kilogram weight at the chest to increase eccentric control. Stand near a rail or wall for a light fingertip touch if you're not confident yet. And count out loud to maintain a steady tempo. Then move to standing hip abduction to reinforce pelvic stability and balance. Stand next to a chair or wall. Stance knee slightly soft, lightly brace the core. Keep your torso tall as if balancing a book. Move the other leg out slowly. Hold 2 seconds at the top, then lower with control. No leaning and no momentum. Perform 10 reps per side, 2 sets daily. Add a light ankle band in week 3. Place a fingertip on your pelvis to feel that it isn't rotating. Keep the torso tall and feel the stance side glute working too. If the hip catches, reduce the range and really hold 2 seconds at the top. After each set, add a 10 to 20 second single leg balance to help your nervous system learn automatic stability when you switch legs on the stairs. If you've learned at least one tip that makes stairs easier by now, like the video so the algorithm sends it to more people who need it. Subscribe to get next week's single leg balance session and comment PDF stairs if you want a one-page checklist plus the 8-week schedule. Share your age and your most common stair difficulty so I can suggest adjustments that fit you. Next is sit to stand, the movement that mimics the push phase of stair climbing and is especially helpful for people over 60. Sit on the front half of the chair, heels slightly behind the knees, arms crossed over the chest. Hinge at the hips, nose over toes. Drive through the heels to stand and control the way down without plopping. Progress from 3 sets of 8 to 10, then 12 to 15. Advance by adding a 2-second pause at the bottom to increase control around the knees. Exhale firmly yet smoothly as you stand and inhale as you lower. Test yourself over 30 seconds. Can you do 8, 10, or 12 reps? And record it to compare next week. If you tend to drop into the seat, lightly touch your hips to the chair and stand back up once or twice to practice the braking phase. You can start with a higher chair in the first week and lower it gradually. If the knees feel irritated, increase the hip hinge slightly and keep the chest open so your center of mass goes in the right direction. Try a 3-1-1 tempo, 3 seconds down, light 1 second touch without relaxing, 1 second up with a strong exhale, to avoid collapsing and to build eccentric control. Finally, heel raises with holds, the engine that propels you up the stairs. Stand on the step edge with heels slightly hanging, hold a stable support. Rise as high as possible onto your toes and hold for 3 seconds. Lower for 3 seconds, so the heels dip slightly below the step. Pause 1 second, then repeat. In weeks 1 and 2, do 3 sets of 12 with both legs. In weeks 3 and 4, do 2 sets with both legs plus 1 set of 6 single leg reps per side. From week 5 onward, do 3 sets of 8 to 10 single leg reps per side every other day. Make sure you're truly holding the full 3 seconds at the top. Add variety by rotating toe angles weekly, straight, slightly outward, slightly inward, or by training on a thick mat once you're stable to increase neuromuscular activation. Avoid bouncing at the bottom and imagine pushing the floor away instead of lifting yourself up. Between sets, you can add 10 to 20 seconds of single leg balance. After training, perform gentle ankle circles and 20 to 30 seconds of calf stretches to keep the ankle mobile. Always hydrate to limit cramping. A concise but effective 8-week roadmap. In the first 2 weeks, build your base with wall sit 20-40 seconds. Step downs 2x8-10, hip abduction daily, sit to stand 3x8-10, heel raises 3x12 with both legs. After week 2, if you're still winded after 1 flight, slow the tempo and lengthen your exhale. Weeks 3 to 4 are a light progression. Wall sit 50-70 seconds. Step downs 2x12. You may add a light weight if knee tracking is good. Hip abduction with a band. Sit to stand 12-15 with a bottom pause. Heel raises shifting towards single leg. Ask yourself if you're less dependent on the handrail. If not, add 10 to 15 seconds of single leg balance right after the hip abduction set. Weeks 5 to 6 are the push phase. Wall sit 80-90 seconds with subtle heel pulses. Step downs 3x10 with slow lowering. Hip abduction with a medium band. Try a hold pyramid 1-2-3-2-1 seconds at the top. Sit to stand to a slightly lower chair if the knees feel fine. Heel raises all 3 sets single leg for 8-10 reps. Check the milestone of climbing 2 floors continuously. If breath is still the limit, speak less while training and emphasize long exhales between sets. Weeks 7 to 8 consolidate. Maintain slow lowers and firm top holds in all drills. Add 20 to 30 seconds of single leg balance after abduction and after calf raises. You can reduce total volume by 10 to 20% in week 8 to lock in the gains. At the end of 8 weeks, if stairs are still tough, repeat another 4 weeks focusing on steady ranges and consistent holds rather than chasing rep counts. About breathing and counting, this is your invisible advantage for effectiveness and blood pressure stability. Keep cycles of inhaling for 3 to 4 counts and exhaling for 4 to 5. During wall sights, breathe steadily and imagine gently fogging a mirror on the exhale so you don't brace too hard. For step downs, use a 3-count lower and exhale when you press up. For hip abduction, exhale as you lift, hold 2 seconds, and inhale as you lower. For sit to stand, exhale decisively as you stand. For heel raises, Exhale as you rise, and a light 3-second breath hold at the top is acceptable, but avoid straining. If you have a blood pressure monitor, take readings before and after one session each week. If your numbers rise, reduce hold times and slow the tempo, then build back up gradually. You can also add 2 minutes of 4 to 6 breathing after training. Inhale 4, exhale 6, to calm your nervous system and reduce post-exercise stiffness. Common mistakes and quick fixes. If the knees cave inward, reduce range and direct the knee toward the middle toe. Use a small tape X as a target. If your low back arches in the wall, sit, gently press it to the wall and soften the ribs instead of over-bracing the abs. If the leg swings in hip abduction, place your hand on your pelvis to keep it still, reduce range, and slow the tempo. If you plop in sit to stand, lightly tap the seat, then stand to train the braking phase and try the 3-1-1 tempo. If you bounce in heel raises, put a note at eye level that says hold 3S and actually pause 1 beat at the bottom and 3 at the top. Record a 10-second video from the front and side each week to check whether the knee tracks over toes 2-3, the torso stays tall, the pelvis is level, and your tempo is correct. Small form tweaks often create a big jump in stair confidence. Regarding safety, if you feel sharp pain, numbness, or dizziness, stop and seek guidance. With advanced knee osteoarthritis, increase support points, reduce range, and split sessions, morning and afternoon. With osteoporosis, avoid jerky motions, prioritize smooth tempos and stable surfaces. With hypertension, avoid prolonged breath holding and emphasize slow exhales under effort. Train in a well-lit area on non-slip flooring and clear clutter to prevent trips. If your medication timing makes you drowsy or lightheaded, shift the session to a more alert window and keep water nearby. Measure progress at home so your wins become visible. For the 30-second sit to stand, aim for at least 12 after 4 to 6 weeks. Record the seat height for fair comparisons. For single leg balance, target 20 to 30 seconds per side with eyes forward and shoulders relaxed. Only try eyes closed if supervised and safe. For 2 flights non-stop, target weeks 6 to 8. And if there's a landing, limit rest to a single breath. Use a stair sticker. Place a small dot on the bottom step. Each day you complete your session, move the dot up 1 step until it reaches the top, then reset next week. Or keep a fridge calendar. Each training day, mark A and write 1 small win, such as wall sit 40s felt lighter or no handrail today. At week's end, answer 2 questions in 1 sentence each. What felt smoother? And which cue helped most? If you plateau, change the order of exercises for a week, e.g., start with hip abduction to prime lateral stability, add 5 to 10 minutes of easy walking before training to warm up, or use microcycles. 1 week focusing on quality tempo, the next on volume reps. The value of this video lives in the right order. Right tempo and the right weak links. Slow, controlled braking, stable hips, calm breathing, and strong calves. That's how you turn every staircase into a smart training ground, not just a daily obstacle. On busy days, try the 1-minute minimum, 1 quality set of each move. Never miss twice. After 4-6 weeks, compare how many continuous floors you can climb now versus week 1, and note what cue helped most. If you're ready to turn your staircase into your training space, like the video, subscribe for a fresh weekly guide, and comment my next milestone is share this with your parents or loved ones, because personal health is the most practical gift. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.